The showdown for the Cruiserweight title and Zuffa title, in particular between Jai Opetaia and Brandon Glanton, ended with a unanimous decision victory for Jai. And it raised a lot of questions that some people felt that we just didn't have the answers for, even in post-fight press conference. Let's talk about this fight. Dana White's post-fight press conference and addressing of the media was quite interesting. Here are some sound bites that he had to offer after witnessing Jai Opetaia obtain the Zuffa Cruiserweight boxing title.
There was a lot of discussion about the referee's involvement in the fight. What did you think about that? I don't want you to just, sit up here and bang on exhibition already this early, but
I think that, Nevada's always been looked at as the best for referees and stuff like that because they got the most work. They don't get a lot of work anymore, but we're going to change that. I thought the ref was way too involved in the fight than he should have been.
That was referee Alan Huggins that Dana White was referring to, who seemed to impose his presence on the fight all night long, not allowing the fighters to work out of breaks and clinches, but initiating the stoppages of in-close fighting. Also deducting points from both fighters, the challenger as well as the title holder in Opetaia. This is something I'm certain that White will be addressing in the future going forward. Though he wants matches to be held in Vegas, these are the kind of things that he's going to have to look at closely in Vegas. At the end of the day, Opetaia had a scintillating performance and Glanton raised his stock because you had to be one hell of a competitor to stay in with the likes of Opetaia, who could take you out with either hand at any time. And he did set a precedent for trying to do that with Glanton, but without taking unnecessary risks that would give Glanton an opportunity at him. So overall, the performance, I'm quite certain that White was pleased with this for Zuffa 4, and he can't wait to see what's on the horizon for his promotional company and the fights that they have on schedule for the future. This is what boxing needs. The entire card was actually a highly competitive card, where each of the subsequent prelim bouts gave as good as people pay to see. Overall, Jai Opetaia in his opening with Zuffa in Zuffa 4 against Brandon Glanton saw Jai come away with another title for the Cruiserweight division, adding to his Ring magazine and IBF titles. But speaking of that IBF situation, there were questions that arose prior to the weigh-in and before the initiation of the bout that were very questionable, and Dana had something to say about that. Let's take a listen to what was presented.
We touched on it a little bit last night, but what are your thoughts on this? They initially say they're going to support it, and they withdraw support of it this week leading up to it. Bizarre situation. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, there's no doubt that he's the best in the world, and he paid his sanctioning fees. They flew a guy out here, and then, saying they were disrespected at the press conference. The belt was in front of him the entire time, and he held it in his hand when he did the face-off. The Zuffa belt was in the middle because nobody had it. He had the other two belts, and they were fighting for that one. So
I know you said these sanctioning bodies are kind of doing your job for you. Do you think that people are starting to see, maybe the ridiculousness of some of the sanctioning fees and their decision to just pull?
The fact that you're asking me that means that that's exactly what you guys think too. It's pretty clear what they're doing and what's going on, and I see lawsuits coming. That's what I see.
Dana's a very intelligent man. He has sat back and watched boxing enough to know that the sanctioning bodies and other promoters have always shot themselves in the foot with their behaviors, actions, and words. So, to get on with the fight, Glanton opened up in hot pursuit of Jai Opetaia, who was very fleet of foot, moving around the small ring and exercising a jab out of the southpaw position and keeping Glanton moving his feet. And that turned out to be the difference in the fight, because although early Glanton was able to apply a lot of pressure, Jai was able to move and punch off of his movement. Once he got his southpaw jab going, that right hand spear to his face, we began to see that Glanton was not in any accordance to have answers to the boxing ability. I believe they took Jai Opetaia as just strictly a slugger, and it didn't play out that way at all, because he boxed and moved when necessary. But after about 4 to 5 rounds, he began to move inside and to stand his ground and face Glanton with fierce counter shots, including some piercing uppercuts out of the southpaw position, followed by right hooks, and he began to throw his shots in combination, something else that I don't believe the Glanton camp was prepared for, because Glanton looked to throw his power shots, and Jai was able to counter very effectively with left hooks, right uppercuts, left uppercuts, and it was damaging, so much to the degree that he ended up placing a huge hematoma in the center of Glanton's forehead. I mean, it was fierce looking, reminding us of Hasim Rahman against Evander Holyfield. And let's not forget about the piercing straight left hand down the pipe, the power punch of Jai Opetaia. Late in the fight, he hurt Glanton with that shot. I believe it was the 12th and final round when he dropped that shot in on Glanton, and Glanton's legs buckled, and for the first time in the fight, it looked like he may be injured enough to possibly go down. But being at the last round, Jai was able to secure the round and the fight. In the post-fight, he was asked by Max Kellerman, why not move up to heavyweight? Usyk has done it and Holyfield has done it in the past. And he answered Kellerman with a simple acknowledgement of what he has always maintained: undisputed cruiserweight first. You gotta love it. Salute to Jai Opetaia, and we hope to see him very soon again in the ring. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about Jai Opetaia and who'd you like to see him face next. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.